Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of, um, Tom's Tool Room Super Speedway Series. Having a little audio issues here as we do get ready to go to qualifying right now. It is the Willie Mefford Memorial 146, sponsored by Three Little Monkeys uh, and Matthew Kopp. I'm William Kirwan tonight, and we're going to get ready for some qualifying. Here comes out right now. We're going to take a look at who's on the track. Mackay Smiley getting off right now. David Hurt, brand new to the league this season. We'll see what he can do. This is his first race. Just signed up yesterday. He's driving that 77 Music City machine right there. We're getting some more cars getting on the track now. Kevin Clark in the 5 car. He's 31 car. I'm sorry. He's his first race this evening. There's your points leader, George Burns. Still won last week's race finally, and able to keep his points lead right now. We're gonna see here is his teammate that's in second place, Adam Benefiel, in second place in the points. We'll pull those points up here just 1 minute. I just want to make sure we are working. Let's see if we can find those points standings for you. And again, I'm having some more issues as I cannot get the points to load up. There we go. I was hitting the wrong button. There's your point standings right now. Um, George Burns up by 6 points over his teammate Adam Benefiel. And we're going to see, hopefully this thing is working. iRacing did the update today, so could be some issues going on here with this because we do have people crossing the line. Let me try to reload our display here, but you can see the points right there. I'm going to get rid of that for you. And let me try to reset our overlays. There we go. It looks like David Hertz. There we go. We're getting times coming across now. Right now, Mackay Smiley on the pole. As we go take a look at him. There he is, coming off of turn 2. Looking for his first win of the season. That 22 Brad Keselowski Discount Tires car. Now we got Nathan Manwaring on the pole right now. As he pulls it off. Adam Benefield moves up to second. DJ Trout in third. Mackay dropping back to fourth. He's about to cross and oh, a little glitch there. Let's see what he gets at the line. He'll stay back in the 5th position right now. George Burns coming off for his money lap here. Let's see what he gets. Right now he's running last. And it looks like he'll stay there. And here comes Matthew Kopp. I'm not sure what happened to him. So right now, David Hurt, our pole sitter, like I said, new to the league, so good start for him and Kevin Clark, 2 newcomers to the league. 1-2 right now. Here comes Matthew Kopp, and again, he's the sponsor for tonight's race. Try to get a word with him later on. I was trying to get all that done, but of course we had some audio issues going on. Let me know in the chat if there's any issues. Matthew Kopp here, we are getting down to about 20 seconds left in qualifying, so let's see if he can make it around the track. I don't think he's gonna make it. as time has run up for qualifying. Let's get you some qualifying results pulled up for you to show you tonight's starting lineup. And there you go. And it's not the Kirwan Racing Collectables 150. It is the Willie Mefford Memorial 146. Do not know why it did not change. But anyways, here we go. 11 cars will start this race. David Hurt on the pole. Kevin Clark starting second. Nathan Manwaring third. DJ Trout fourth. Adam Benefield fifth. Mackay Smiley sixth. George Burns seventh. Shane Ward in eighth. Robert McMillan Jr. ninth. Caleb Elswick 10th, and rounding out the field will be Matthew Kopp, starting number in the 11th position. And Elswick Motorsports saying, we can hear you now, you're good. So good thing we got that figured out for tonight. And we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to put back up our tower. 55 laps will make up the distance tonight. And let's see. They are gridding up. We're still having some cars that are not gridded up yet. And I think my mic is messing up on me now. Getting a lot of feedback in my ears. And I guess you all can hear it too. I just turned up my thing. I don't know what is going on tonight. Give me 1 sec, folks. Let me try to... There. I think it stopped. Alright, hopefully it's stopped now. Nope, there it is. Every time I talk, it comes back.
Yeah, William?
Yeah. Hey.
So I don't want to interrupt. I don't know if
go ahead. I'm having
if
some
this is on the
audio
broadcast. So my computer is still trying to finish up this massive update.
Okay.
So I'm currently not in the session right now.
Okay.
So I don't know
Can you
if you...
Can you go to Adam's channel and let him know?
Yep, I can do that.
Thank you. That was our race control. iRacing coming out with the update today, and then we had some other issues going on. I think if I have to hold something in place on my mic, it won't do it. So I got these I'm using my Walmart special headphones. My son has my other streaming my mic, so I gotta get that back from him. But anyways, we're gonna get ready to go green here very shortly as these cars coming off at turn number 4. And hopefully that'll be the end of all the issues that have gone on today with iRacing. Not really iRacing, just Amazon and everything else. Pace cars pulling off as we get ready to go green flag for the first time tonight. David Hurt leading this field with Kevin Clark on the outside. We go with a little blimp cam action here. The green flag is out, and we are racing here at Talladega for the Willie Mefford Memorial 146. Right now, pretty much dead even there. We gotta see what this new update is. I did not get a chance to read the release notes of this update. I was trying to for the longest time and then had some issues. See some guys trying to just stay in the back here. But we got some good pushing right now. The 77 is being pushed by Nathan Manwaring and Kevin Clark being pushed by the 93 of DJ Trout. Trout, who moved up to third in the standings last week. We got some 3-wide racing going on. Trout looks like he's going to fall to the back here. Mackay Smiley moving up on the outside there. That outside line, though, is fading. now they got in trying to get back together here. The 22, the 39, and the 31 on the top side. All right, I'm going to try to let go of this thing, and hopefully it stops doing it because it's hurting my hand. All right, so far we're good. If it starts acting up again, I'll try to hold it. Nathan Merriwearing, though, going to look to the outside to the lead here. Not going to happen. We're going to go 3 wide with Kevin Clark going in the middle here. A lot of action going on here very early on, lap number 2. These guys do have at least 2 pit stops. Again, with the new update, I'm not sure what the fuel load's going to look like. They do run 65% fuel tank. We usually get about 25 to 30 laps. David Hurt still leading this field, though, on complete lap number 2. Here comes Burns. I didn't even see him moving up. He's trying to get to the outside of his teammate in the 9 car. George Burns is the only car that's been finished in the top 5 every race so far, and he has won, and that's why he is your points leader. Consistent finishes, finishing in front of his teammates. The 9 car dips down a little bit below the yellow line. George Burns is going to take the lead here. He can come down if he wants to. He does. Kevin Clark pushing Burns to the lead, and that's where, in the place where George Burns has been most of the season. $11 cars in this field all together right now. Coming to complete lap number 3. We're working lap number 4. Outside line getting a little squirrely there. Not sure if it's between the 22 and the 39. Last week we were not broadcasting. We were at iRacing Super Speedway, and we just didn't have time to get a broadcast up for you. But we are back this week. 22 got a little sideways there entering turn number 3. So I'm pulling up trying to read the release notes. Let's see if anything have they done that'll affect this. They did some adding stuff with the AI racing. Just reading it real fast while trying to keep y'all. If y'all know what's happened, there's some new damage model stuff going on. But if anybody in the chat knows more about what's happened, I'm just trying to scroll through it real fast here. Wanted to get that done earlier. Anyways, George Burns still leading this field now. We're going to work lap number 5 and come back on to lap number 6. As we go back to the blimp cam, you can see everybody's still in this group of 11 cars. Getting their numbers back up this week. Glad to have the 2 new people come on board. George Burns being pushed by David Hurt. And that 77 Music City machine. Tennessee Titans on his hood. Got George Burns and the 07 Mac Tools Harry Gant throwback. And speaking of that, I forgot we do have a throwback race coming up in about a month or so at the Daytona Legacy. So we'll get to hopefully see some nice paint schemes there. Here comes Adam Benefield for the lead. He's being pushed by Kevin Clark on that outside line. And dead even as they head down the back straightaway. They are really pushing each other. Again, I'm not sure. We'll have to get some interviews here and ask about the temps and pushing wise on this car again with the new update. Great pushing by David Hurt to push Burns away in front of his teammate Adam Benefield. Here comes a 5-car Matt Kopp. Again, sponsoring us tonight with the Willie Mefford Memorial 146 and the 3 Little Monkeyz children's clothing line there. You can check them out. The description should be in the YouTube below. I'll make sure that all that transferred over before I hit the live button. Yes, it did. It's in there. There's their Facebook page and their website is in there. And then Tom's Tool Room is our main sponsor. We'll go through those sponsors a little bit later. That's sponsored by Adam Benefield. He's running that outside line in the 9 car. Here comes the 66 car of Caleb Elswick. He's got a new number this week in the Elswick Esports now. Top 4 running single file. Adam Benefield falling back. And Kevin Clark has fallen back. Not sure what happened to him. He's hanging on to the back of the draft. He probably just fell back there just to get out of harm's way. After being up front most of the race, he's still got the draft. Go back up front to George Burns. And then we also have the Kirwan Hard Charger Award, and right now that Hard Charger Award is going to go to Matt Kopp. He's up 8 positions since the start of the race. Nathan Manwaring is leading the standings in that, but right now he's back in 10th spot. Great pushing as Caleb Elswick is, DJ Trout in the 93 getting pushed by the 9 of Adam Benefield. Just could not get him up to the lead there. Trying to see if one of these Elswick Esports cars can try to get a win here tonight. DJ has been right there. Unfortunately last week with Caleb not racing, and Robert had an incident late in the race. He was kind of just on his own, but still came home with a great finish, top 3, and is now 3rd in the points. Kevin Clark just hanging in the back there right now. As you see, David Hurt still pushing that 07 machine. There's Shane Ward. Crest fire on the hood there. Fire extinguishers. With his teammate in the 22, Mackay Smiley. Ooh, Benefield getting a little loose there. Shane Ward won our first race ever back at Daytona on fuel mileage. So we'll see if fuel mileage comes back into play tonight. He's got the advantage of knowing how to do that. Let's go back up front right now with George Burns still leading this race. He's got DJ Trout and Adam Benefield trying to push, but that 77 doing a great job pushing that 07 machine. DJ again trying to make the run on the outside line with Adam Benefield. Adam just slides up a little bit. I think that's going to cost him just a little bit of time there. I don't know if Adam's trying to get some air or he's afraid to just spin him out. Again, we're just getting about halfway through our green flag cycle, so somewhere in the next 12 laps or so, we should see some of these cars pitting, or unless they have some kind of fuel strategy they want to run. We saw last week there, the team of Tom's Tool Room's team tried to run a strategy there, try to slow up a little bit, stay in the back. Unfortunately, they ended up wrecking themselves. And DJ Trout took the lead, and he's got the lead right now. Benefield again slides up into turn number 1. Not sure if DJ led that lap or not. My scoring display does not tell me who's led what lap. Side by side again for the lead. Benefield pushing DJ, but backs off of DJ. He's going to make it 3 wide. DJ does lead that lap, but Benefield's going to be stuck on the outside by himself. Now the 22 is going to stick with the 93. 22 having some connection issues again. But Adam Benefield must be really running hot, and he's dropping to the back. And here, we got some battling for the lead here. David Hurt took the chance to go to the outside. We got some contact and trouble. Caution's going to come out on the speedway. First one of the night. And we're going to have to go back and see what happened. It got kind of a lot of activity happening in the front of the field there. So let's try to get some replay action for you. As we rewind this tape a little bit back here, we're going to start looking around the 5. We saw some 3 wide. I'm going to go around the 5 car of Matthew Kopp here. We're going to go back a little bit further before I get this played. He was being pushed by Elswick, and we saw some 3 wide going on in the front there. Let's go slow-mo here. We see the contact, some pushing going on. And it looks like Elswick just got the right rear, and he slides up just between the 77 and the 22, and then contact with the 22 sent them down the track and into the 95. The 5 and the 39 get together. Let's see where I can find the 22. He's spinning around. I think Elswick may have gotten the 31 car gets involved. So big one here on lap number, I don't even know what lap this is. Oh, I'm sorry. Just trying to find the stuff here for it. Lap number 16. I'll go back and stop that right there for a second. Let's go back and ride on board with the 22 car. Here's we do have some pit stops going on. We'll see what the strategy does for that. We'll go on board with this gyro cam here, and we'll go slow-mo here. Right on board with the 22. You'll watch the 5 car get turned just a little bit. He comes up the track. Enough room. He could have had that saved. I think he did a little too much overcorrecting there. Comes down, collects the 22 car, and the 22 car goes down the track. I believe Elswick may have gone into him, but he comes back up and collects the 31 car. And he'll spin her right around. So as we will go back to live here. We do go back to live. See some cars with damage. And having having some issues again with iRacing. There we go. We're back now. I don't know what was going on there. So George Burns, your leader right now. We'll see if we can try to get a quick word with somebody that was in that, or try to see who we're going to talk to. Let's talk to George Burns here. We'll move him down to the booth. And George, you're still dominating this race, dominating the season back up front. Tell us what happened there. You guys got 3 wide for a second.
Tell you the truth, I don't know. The spotter called 3 wide, and then I saw someone going sideways, so we just hoped we weren't going to get taken out there. I don't know about dominating, man, just in the right spot at the right time, I guess. Stay up here as long as possible in the lead, right? Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. David, right behind you, been pushing you most of this race so far. He's a newcomer to the league. What do you think of him?
Yeah, pretty solid right there. We definitely appreciate the push. I was wondering if he was going to get hot and have to bail out there. So with the other team coming strong, especially DJ on the outside there, they finally got a lap.
All right, we see you doubling up, so we'll get you back up to your team, and good luck the rest of the race.
Thanks, Billy.
And that was George Burns in with us, telling us how his race is going so far. Able to get through these things really up front there. Let's see about some of these cars in the back. Adam Benefield looks like he's got some damage to the nose. Not sure if he probably saving his reset there. We'll talk to some more of these drivers later on. DJ coming out of pits, he's got some damage. Looks like he's just going to take the damage here. Kevin, it looks like he may have used a reset. Mackay, he did not use his reset, so he's having some connection issues. Shane Ward, I think he was in it a little bit. He looks pretty clean on his machine from this view. Let's see, Matthew Kopp. He's looking pretty clean as well. Maybe didn't get as bad as we thought we did. Let's go see Caleb, though. Caleb looked like his car is pretty clean as well. So, few takers on the taking their resets. Let me see if it says anything on my display here about took a reset or not. No, it does not, fortunately. So we'll get back up front here. We'll go to the leader, George Burns. As the pace car gets ready to pull off here. We'll see what this pit strategy now brings, because they were about 10 laps away from making a stop. So my calculations, they should be in by around lap 43 or so with about 12 to go, and we are green flag. 77 getting a great jump on that outside line. David Hurt able to get back into the lead here. Like our race control still hasn't made it back yet. George Burns all over the back of that Tennessee Titan machine of David Hurt. We see Adam Benefield falling way back. Not sure if it's just the damage on his car, but he's about 3-4 seconds behind right now. Meanwhile, up front, it's pretty much single file. I think these guys kind of calmed it down, knowing we still have about 36 laps remaining. Let's see if we can go to a blimp cam here and kind of see the field kind of spread out just a little bit there. We do see Shane Ward in the 39 trying to move up there with Nathan Manwaring. We do have some get racing here on lap 20. Robert McMillan, we haven't really talked about him tonight there in the 95 machine. Just keeping himself quiet. Gonna try to wait till the end. And just as I say that, he has some connection issues. Let's see. Yeah, oh man. Let's see, is he back? Oh man. Commentator's curse onto Robert McMillan. He's still being scored in the 6th position. There he is. He's back. Mackay Smiley he also had some connection issues. He's fallen back. He's about 2 seconds behind the race leader right now. That damage could be playing a factor, but he does have a reset, and there is one more stop at least. Here comes Nathan Manwaring to the lead here at the line. Being pushed by Shane Ward in the 39. Talked about Shane winning the first race back at Daytona earlier this season. He's had not the greatest season, but he's definitely trying to get up there and have a good night tonight. He's lost his teammate right now in the 22, who has fallen back from damage. Great battle for the lead. Great pushing by Shane on that top side there. But David Hurt and George Burns have been dominating this race tonight. Right now, they kind of swapped the positions there with Burns pushing Hurt. Got some fast times coming across the line there. Kevin Clark and DJ Trout. Robert McMillan seems to have fixed it as in this field it's gotten to close up on each other. So again, let's go to the blimp cam and take a look at that. About 9 cars in this pack. Adam Benefield 31 seconds back. Let's see if we can try to pull up his speed here. Once I can find it. Sorry. Here it is. Running 160. Meanwhile, David Hurt, the leader, is running 186, 26 miles an hour off the pace. And that's unfortunate here. Let's take a look at Mackay's time. He's running 170, about 10 miles an hour faster than Adam. So there's the field, about 37 seconds in front of Adam Benefield, who will lose a lap here very shortly. He would get the recipient of the lucky dog if we do get a caution, but this could also be hurting him in the points standings tonight. Remember, he coming in second, -6 to George Burns. These guys again getting single file, working lap number 25 now. We had that one caution earlier on. Matthew Kopp getting turned sideways into the field. Took the 22 and the 9 car. Possibly a few other cars got involved in it. The 31 took some damage. They were all in this field. Right now, Mackay and Adam are the only 2 cars that are falling off the pace. And that's because they have damage on their machines. They have not taken their reset. And Adam is crumbing into the trial right now. Let's see if we can try to see if on the blimp one more time here. See if we can see him yet. Not yet. But possibly this time by we should see him come into view. And our leader has disappeared. There he is. He is back now. Again, this is the Tom's Tool Room Super Speedway Series, the Willie Mefford Memorial 146, and there is the 9 car. I told you he was going to come up fast. He's got to lose a lap. David Hurt blinking again. Adam just lets them go on the bottom side of the racetrack. Caleb Elswick running second. We have the Elswick Esports machines there, the 66, 93, and the 95. Second, third, fourth, third, fourth, and fifth. Good points nights for them if they can try to get past George Burns. Right now, Burns is just going to keep gaining points on these guys, and Burns is going to go try to take the lead. Elswick does not go with him. He stays with the 77. Burns all by himself. And Burns is going to drop back from second. He's possibly getting hot. He's been behind him for about 9 laps. Here comes Elswick. Little contact, perhaps. Trying to get racy. He is very hungry for a win, especially after missing last week there. He did take a provisional. Provisional gives you the last place points of that race. And I'm sorry if my dog goes off in the background. They are growling at something. I really need an office space. Need a bigger house. And Burns is going to get picked up by his teammate in the 5 car of Matthew Kopp. Right now, David Hurt's still the leader, but here comes Caleb. He's going to have the 93 with him. Robert could not get to the outside. And Caleb, DJ wanted to make it 3 wide on his teammate. It looked like Caleb does get the lead. Yes, Caleb does get the lead. Let's go back here now to second, battle for second. DJ is getting very hungry. He wants a win really bad. But I think you don't want to turn your owner, though. Robert McMillan hanging right there. He couldn't get with his teammates, and that kind of separated the teammates a little bit here. But Burns is pushing now. Caleb Elswick. See, Elswick does have some backside damage from that incident. Burns, who has been trying to cool off the car. Remember, he was stuck behind David for a while there. Meanwhile, back up front, Caleb now is being pushed by David Hurt. A little aggressively there. And Robert McMillan up to third, having a great night so far. Minus some connection, and look at DJ go down, and Robert goes up. And he was trying to get with his teammate. And they just kind of swapped it right there. Put the 95 back on the top of the racetrack. Coming around the line here. Ooh, McMillan gets a little loose heading into turn number 1. Go back up front with Elswick leading this race. Working lap number 30. And Adam Benefiel, all the way in turn 1 right now, is about maybe 3 or 4 laps away from not being in that lucky dog position anymore, as Mackay Smiley 31 seconds behind the field right now with a lot of damage on his machine. So he's going to need to get that repaired if we do get a caution. And you can see now we are down to 25 laps to go. You've just passed the halfway point. So a race that was being dominant by George Burns and David Hurt in the first half of the race is now going to be dominated by the Elswick Esports. All the cars, their cars are running in the top 5, or McMillan's just falling back to 7th now. We haven't really seen the TTR guys up front too much tonight. And we do have one more stop coming up. While we do have a few minutes here, while they're single file, let's get some. Let's go over our sponsors. Here is our in memory of Willie Mefford. Again, Matthew Kopp asked to do this race for him, so he died in an accident, I believe. We'll get Matthew to confirm that later on, but this race is in memorial of him. which is sponsored by then Three Little Monkeys, Children's Wear, and Upscale Consignment. The link's in the description below to check them out on Facebook and on the internet there, as long as it's running today. Here is our spot. Here's our league. Let's see, the Kirwan Sports Collectables. They are sponsoring the Hard Charger Award. Right now, Nathan Manwaring is leading the standings in that with 2 over the other 2 drivers. And here is Tom's tool room, building parts for. Let me pull up what he told me, because I could not get it to pull up earlier on the thing. Skyscraper Guitars. You can check them out on They're Tom's Tool Room designs on skyscraperguitars.com. They build parts for them. Back up front, though, it's still Caleb Elswick, David Hurt, and DJ Trout. The top 3 have not changed. We have Kevin Clark running 4th. He was coming back into this. He was up front really good earlier. Shane Ward. Excuse me. Ooh, we got some smoke up here. I'm not sure what that smoke was. Shane Ward running 5th. Robert McMillan falling back to 6th. Matthew Kopp and Burns, looks like they made a pit stop. Did not see that happening. As you can see, the Willie Mefford logo on the 5 car of Matthew Kopp. There's Mackay, there he goes. He is running with them, but he does have damage. And Nathan Manwaring also made a pit stop, and he has fallen. Not with the group right there. Meanwhile, here comes the remainder of the group. 22 to go. This is within their pit window. So now it just depends on when these guys pit. Adam Benefield has lost his 2nd lap of the night. And they are catching up to Nathan Manwaring. So if Nathan goes a lap down or a caution comes out, Adam will not get back one of his 2 laps. Adam right now running right there. Looks like he's got a cleaner car now. Let's try to take a look at his speed and see if it's increased at all. Yeah, it looks like he did take his reset, but it's now costing him a 2nd lap. So now we will see when the rest of the field does come in pit road. I think they'll try to run it out as far as they can to try to gain on Burns and Smiley. Matthew Kopp having to come down pit road a 2nd time. Looks like he has a penalty. And so that'll put him 1 lap down right now, as they close in on Nathan Manwaring. He'll stay on the top side of the track and let these leaders go as he goes a lap down. George Burns now running with Mackay Smiley. Mackay again has some damage. They are about to lose a lap as the field is closing in on them. We'll go to the blimp cam to show you the gap. They're just off the screen. They should be in the screen just a second or 2. Nathan catches up to the back of the group there. He is right now in the recipient of the lucky dog. Again, fuel strategy coming into play tonight. Doing what they can to stay in front of the field. The 22 and the 07 former teammates. But it's been Caleb Elswick the 2nd half of the race so far, and his team showing their muscle. We also have Shane Ward, we have Kevin Clark, we have David Hurt up there. David Hurt doing an excellent job by himself, no teammates. Coming around, we'll have 18 laps to go. This race is going pretty fast tonight. We only had the 1 caution back on lap number 16. Go back to the blimp cam. They're just coming into the blimp cam now. No, that's not a good picture. We take a look at like this scenic spotter view here. See the field. Let's see if we can try to ride on board with. Oh, that's not a good view. Let's try to go to a different view. Let's go to this gyro cam here. Turn it down a little bit there. You can see him gaining in on 33 degrees of banking here at Talladega. So they're closing in on them. He's going to get picked up the draft here. Let's go behind him in David Hurt's machine and see what he sees out the front. They see them going to go to the outside. Let these leaders go. So now they are going to lose a lap here, and this is going to cost them time. Remember, they all pitted a little early. These guys are in now within the pit window, but I think they're going to try to run it out as far as they can. We go on to DJ Trout. You can see a little bit of right front damage on his car from that first incident. See him backing off a little bit there. Does not really want to push the 77 too much. 77 should be doing more of the pushing. Kevin Clark. Go to Shane Ward. Running in the fifth spot there. You see the two cars on the top. Teammates there. They are trying to run and get back on the lead lap. Then you have Robert McMillan from Martinsville, Virginia. About 3 hours or so, 4 hours away from me. And then was in the military like myself. You have George Burns running 7th right now on the top side of the track. He's from Schenectady, New York. You have Nathan Manwaring. Not sure where he's from. You have Mackay Smiley in the 22 from Moyock, North Carolina. Actually, he's been all over with me with the military. But right now he's in Moyock. You have Matthew Koff from Anderson, Indiana. He is running in 10th right now, 1 lap down. Then you go to Adam Banfield in the same hometown, Anderson, Indiana. He is running 2 laps down right now. And that is your field. We do go back up front to the race leader. See George Burns and Nathan. Here comes the field. We go to the blimp cam. Let's see if everybody can make it to pit road in time. I don't see no penalties for anybody yet. Ooh, we have some trouble coming to pits there. That was Caleb going off the track. As this field will come into pit road for their last stop of the night. Caleb from Harmon, Virginia. Not sure how far that way that is from me. As these guys go off of pit road now, let's see who's going to get the race off. Looks like DJ will get the race off, followed by Robert and Caleb. Kevin Clark coming out. David Hurt losing some spots. Shane Ward. Try to turn that driver display off. There it is. So DJ right now, the race leader. George Burns, they are just into turn number 1 and 2 right now. They got to catch Shane Ward, who's in a 3-car draft. Remember, it takes a little bit to get these cars up to speed. But I don't think they're going to latch on to them. They're about 8 seconds behind them. So unfortunately for them, they're going to have to really draft hard. But right now it's Elswick Motorsports 1, 2, Esports 1, 2, 3. They have a 5 or 6 car group right behind them with 12 to go. Caleb has taken back the race lead from his teammates. It's like Robert has fallen off the pace of them a little bit. He's having some more connection issues again. So, see if he's come back yet. There he is. And there he goes again. So Robert having some connection issues, running third right now. He's still gone. So it could be just a 2-car group here with that 5 or 6 car group coming right behind them. Yeah, he's coming, he's in and out sporadically. Here comes that 5-car group catching them. You do have the 5 and the 9 car who are laps down in this group. Robert's fallen off them just a little bit just to make sure he doesn't hit them with his connection issues. But this group has caught the leaders. There is Mackay. Still got the damage on his machine. We're going to have some racing up here. Some blocking. Good thing we get back in time. 3 wide for the race lead. Caleb in the middle. We got Kevin Clark on the outside. We have DJ Trout on the inside. DJ's going to take the lead here with 9 to go. Caleb trying to stay on the top to can protect the top side. Kevin falls back behind David Hurt in the 77. Getting really antsy now. The laps are winding down. This series does have two green-white checkers. Now 8 to go, and it looks like David Hurt led that lap. Elswick back to the lead though, got back in front of his teammate in the 93. The Elswick Esports on the bottom side there, really pushing each other. You see Robert just can't really push on the back of the 93 car. And David and Kevin Clark on the top side losing some positions. So nice job by the Caleb Esports machines to keep their cars up front. Here comes Adam Benefield trying to get a lap back here. DJ goes to block. Caleb goes to block him. I think Caleb really wants to beat his teammates tonight. Here we go. We're going to have some 3-wide action. Caleb coming down. I'm sorry, DJ coming down. It is getting antsy here in the final few laps. 3 wide. I think DJ's going to cut in front of his teammate, and we're going to have some contact. David Hurt gets taken out. Kevin Clark, Adam Benefield. We're down to 4 cars now. And I will be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Do you all want a caution for that?
You're the guys that are
No,
in the
I mean
thing.
I'm at a race anyway, so don't throw it for me.
Okay. And we are back. We're back live. You can see the 95 and the 39 losing now touch to these front 2. As now it is down between Caleb and DJ Trout as the 95 and the 39 of Shane Ward and Robert McMillan trying to close back the gap. And now Robert trying to go to the top. Caleb blocks him. Caleb will take the lead away. DJ gonna be in jeopardy. Ooh, man, Robert McMillan. Shane Ward running 4th spot right now, has no help. We're gonna have 4 laps to go. Caleb Esports 1, 2, 3 right now. Three laps to go. And there goes Robert McMillan again, having some connection issues. Kind of stacked up the 93 and the 39. Caleb right now is enjoying seeing his teammates there, but when we get closer, I'm wondering if they're going to try to go for the win. This race ain't over. We're going to have 2 laps to go. Robert McMillan trying to back up a little bit, trying to get a run here on his teammate. Robert looking in the top. DJ looks like he will go with him. Caleb leaving the bottom just open a little bit there, trying to get a good run. Headed down the back straightaway. He's trying to anticipate the 95's moves. We're about a half a lap away from getting the white flag. Great job by these guys tonight. Again, pit strategy came into play. These guys were able to get on and off pit road without any issues. White flag is out here at Talladega for the Willie Mefford 146. Who is going to win it? Yeah, and there goes Caleb. He's running a little higher. Robert's just off him by a little bit there. DJ wants to go. Let's see if DJ goes. He's got Shane Ward behind him. Robert's stacking him up. I don't think they're going to try to make any runs at him. I think they're just going to stay in line here and let Caleb get this one. This will help Caleb in the point standings. Coming through the tri-oval there. Let's see if Robert's got anything for him. If he does not, it will be a 1-2-3 Caleb Esports finish. Shane Ward finishing 4th. We're going to go back to Kevin Clark and George Burns. George is going to try to battle to get the top 5, and he will still have a perfect top 5 season over Kevin Clark. He just beat him at the line. Kevin Clark coming home in 7th. David Hurt had an excellent run tonight. He's going to come home in 8th spot. Waiting for him to cross the line. As he does. And 10th will be Mackay. And 11th will be Adam Benefiel. And I don't know what their team is doing. But they are all wrecked in turn number 4. So a great finish for these guys. 1, 2, 3 here this evening. As we do, we'll pull up some race results for you real fast. There it is. It says it right now. The Willie Mefford Memorial 146. Caleb Elswick, your winner. He is also going to be the winner of the Kirwan Sports Collectables Hard Charger Award, gaining 9 positions tonight. Robert McMillan finishing 2nd. DJ Trout 3rd. Caleb Elswick Esports 1, 2, 3. Shane Ward 4th. George Burns coming on 5th. Nathan Manwaring 6th. Kevin Clark 7th. David Hurth 8th. 9th Matt Kopp. 10th Mackay Smiley. And 11th Adam Benefiel. These guys do an excellent job. Only 1 caution tonight. We're going to get some interviews lined up for you here in just one moment. As you see them doing something that the Penske cars did at the burnout competition last week there. And you see Adam Benefiel doing some stuff as well. Alright, let's get our 3rd place finisher, DJ. Or we're going to do it all 3 at once, I take it. Let me kick some of you out of here. DJ, it's Kirwan in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
1, 2, 3 for you guys tonight. Take us through your night.
It was chaotic at the end. Just kept going high because I didn't want my car to overheat. But at the end with strategy with the fuel, we were able to get 1, 2, 3. And we were able to stay that way, even when that big pack was coming. So 1, 2, 3 for Elswick Esports, and we'll try to do that every single week.
That's an excellent job by you guys tonight. Going to help you guys out in the point standings as well. Take us through the pit strategy there. We saw the TTR guys come in really early, and you guys were able to stay out and keep in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, when they came in early, we already had a plan that we were going to run it out because we didn't know how much fuel we needed from that point. So we adjusted the fuel to how much we had to add, and that was a winning strategy. And like I said, Ellswick Esports 1, 2, 3.
Before we let you go, DJ, celebrate with your team there. Do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Obviously, thank you to my team. They're the reason I'm here talking to you right now with this fast Supra. Thank you for broadcasting and hosting the lead. And most importantly, thank you to my family for watching. I know this isn't really their cup of tea, but thank you guys for supporting me.
All right, DJ, we'll get you back up with your team there, and y'all can celebrate this 1, 2, 3 finish.
Thank you.
And we got his teammate Robert McMillan coming home second. And Robert, great night for you. You kept yourself pretty quiet and made your way up to the front there towards the end.
Man, it's been a rough couple of weeks, having a couple of penalties here and there and everything. But I thought, I'd come out tonight and the new paint schemes and everything for the team and try to do something good. And had to push my teammate there, the owner, for the win there. But glad we come in 1, 2, 3. It was a good night.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking to your teammate DJ about your all's pitch strategy. You're all able to, stay out on the track longer than them. They kind of did a little different strategy. It didn't pan out for them at all. So what is boy? I'm sorry, Robert. I have my dog growling in the background. What are your thoughts for next week? We are going back to the first race of the season at Daytona.
Probably might be able to pull another one off for next week. Another 1, 2, 3. Don't know, but we're gonna try.
All right, Robert. Before we do let you go, celebrate with Caleb and DJ. You have any shout outs?
No, not off the top of my head, not for tonight. Just me for tonight. I'm doing good.
All right. We will let you get back with your team there, and congratulations.
Thanks, Webb.
And now we have the first place finisher, Caleb Elswick of Elswick Esports, 1, 2, 3 tonight. There, I honestly thought that your team was going to try to pass you. They had a couple chances there. DJ trying to be very aggressive with you there towards the end of the race.
Yeah. We with the Ellswick Esports, we try to we can be aggressive, but we also know that we don't try to take each other out. Our finishes are more important for the point side of things. I thought I screwed it up myself when I spun it out in pit road, but um, we just got a good group of team guys that truly care to help each other out and be very selfless when they need to be. I know we spoke with, I told him while we was running the last few laps that I don't care who wins, just one of us win it. I think Robert, he said he was battling some really loose conditions. He was having a hard time keeping on the bottom. So I think that was his problem. I think DJ was just playing protective to make sure the 39 didn't break us up. Because it seems like we've had the last few races, one of us has been up front. We get broke up by a TTR guy or somebody, just a dominant team. And for us to, a small team like us to come and finish 1, 2, 3 in a league like this is big momentum for us. Especially with the rebranding of our team. It's like I missed last week. I had some family loss, so to come back and win, it's pretty emotional. But all in all, a very good night.
Absolutely, Caleb, and it's great to have you back here tonight. Come back home and hit a walk-off win there. Um, Take us through the pitch strategy there. They had we saw the TTR guys. I kind of missed it there. They pitted way early. You guys kind of ran it out towards the end there, and that actually gave you the advantage.
Yeah, I think it all started from that first wreck. Apologize to the 5 car. I think when the 77 tried to take it 3 wide, he was checking up, and I just didn't realize he checked up. And when I hit him, he just had nowhere to go. So I hate to see that happen for us, but I think he regained himself pretty well, and I think he ended up getting in the near the top 10 or something like that. But I think since that caution happened, and I think Benefield took the risk of not doing a faster pair, so I think it kind of broke up that team. So I think the '07 just tried to pit early to get off strategy to see if he could get hooked back up with some people. He just didn't have enough team guys there to help out. For us, when he pitted the '07 and those guys pitted, we had about 12 to 15 laps of fuel left. We was just kind of playing on the defense. We was going to just take fuel only and kind of short pit it. We just didn't know when we was going to go. We was just kind of feeling out to see how the rest of the field would go, or if they would go with us or not. So then when kind of half of them stuck with us, we were just like, all right, we'll just run until the tilt's dry and then just all go together. We just kind of wanted to stay together and not get broke up, because we felt that since we didn't feel that everybody would take the same strategy we was, so if we was able to get out by ourselves and get lined up, I think we we had the best shot for the win as a team.
All right, Caleb. Yeah, you did. You guys did great. 1, 2, 3. You had Shane Ward there trying to battle, but just could not do it. Before we do let you go celebrate with the rest of your team there, do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, I appreciate, of course, all the admin here and yourself for hosting this and doing the broadcast. It's an amazing group of guys that we're running with, amazing league. Can't wait to see how much further it grows and continues on with the success it's already had. Appreciate the team for sticking it through it, and all three of us being able to finish. Some of the guys on the team hasn't been able to provide the finishes that they've been looking for, so I think this will be a big boost for them. And as I said before, I had a recent family loss, so on the back hood of my car was in loving memory of my aunt, Edna Justice, that lost to cancer. So this win's for her, and it was good to get us back 1, 2, 3.
All right, Caleb. We will see you next week at the Daytona International Speedway. Back to where it all begins.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. God bless.
All right. That was your race winner, Caleb Elswick. And before we do go off for the night, we do have to go through our sponsors one more time. Again, tonight's race was the Willie Mefford 146, which was sponsored by Three Little Monkeys Children's Wear and Upscale Consignment. Their links are in description below. We also have the Kirwan Hard Charger Award, which will go to Caleb Elswick. He gained 9 positions from the start of the race, coming home your race winner. And then finally, we do have Tom's Tool Room. They build parts for guitars. You can check out them in the description below as well, and the link should be there now. Before we go, that should be it for tonight. We will get those points updated and get all that on our Facebook page here shortly. I'm William Kirwan. This has been ECOSRA TV, and we'll see you next week at Daytona. Good night, everybody.